You're leaving, but you just got here. This is the current problem at Premium Credit Assured. Hi, my name is Carolina Manzo, and I'm so excited to be in front of the board today to be able to address the current situation that we're facing with high turnover rates over the past 2 years. Let's move on to slide number 2. What is our current problem? There's been a 50% increase of turnover rates over the past 2 years, with an average of losing 3 to 5 employees and $15,000 in annual onboarding costs. We're investing all this money into hirees that end up leaving within the year, and our ROI, our return of investment, isn't matching up. So what should we do? Here's my recommendation. Let's go on to slide number 3. My recommendation is to invest $10,000 into learning and growth programs for our employees. What this will do is it'll increase employee opportunity, retention rates, and cost the company significantly less than what we're investing into onboarding costs and losing at the end of the day. Let's move on to slide number 4. First, I want to talk about what these learning and growth programs are. What they entail is there's seminars about the credit and mortgage industry, interactive experiences, team building, and communication exercises. In this industry, it's so important to be educated in what we talk about, what we do, what we advise clients to do in the mortgage industry. So being more educated and providing these seminars will increase the knowledge of our employees, and they'll know what they're talking about, know who they're working for, and we're going to be able to offer information to our clients in the best way possible. Knowledge is power, so that's why we should be able to increase that for them, provide that for them. There's also those interactive experiences, team building, which I don't believe that our company's emphasizing as much as they should. Being able to create an environment where there's a team, where we're working together, entails communication that we can also improve on, and we'll be able to come out together as a cohesive unit, and which is so important, that essentially determines a lot of the productivity and loss sometimes, because if there's lack of communication in a team, you can lose a client, you can make errors, and we want to improve that, and by doing so we can implement these programs. This will also enlighten a career path for our employees. One of the things I felt many complaints were coming from in the last 2 years was there was a lack of positional growth in the company. People felt that they can't grow in this company. So in these programs, we're going to be able to provide growth for them, provide knowledge for them, and create an environment for them that they can succeed as well. Let's move on to slide number 5. Increasing retention rates. Now, obviously, this is the opposite of turnover rates, and so this will increase retention rates essentially by what we're implementing in our employees. They'll want to stay here. 75% of employees are likely to commit to a company for 5 years when they have been chances of career development and skill training. Also, companies that provide these opportunities have 34% more higher retention rates than those who don't provide them. So by providing all these programs, we're instantly going to be switching the turnover rate and increasing our retention rate. Let's move on to slide number 6. Now, this is the cost. Very important to talk about, because what is it going to cost our company? What is the time that's going to be invested? Turnover usually costs the employer 33% of an employee's salary. You're investing all this money to not get in return when they end up leaving within the year. Onboarding costs average from $15,000 to $20,000 in cost for our company, and it's just getting thrown out the window because we're not even able to retain our employees. But by investing only $10,000 or less into these programs, we're going to be able to save money on costs and invest into things that will actually be able to produce productivity, profit, and success for the company. Let's move on to slide number 8. But what about the time that's invested? What happens in productivity when you're spending time in these programs that probably take away from maybe making a sale? Well, time will be needed to dedicate so that this program can work, so that we can reduce these turnover rates. But it's invested towards short-term and long-term benefits. We're not talking just, immediately you'll be able to see the difference in employees because they're going to be able to be satisfied with what they're doing and knowledgeable. But you're also talking about these long-term goals. We're talking about productivity, profit, and that's going to be able to bring the company to the next level. So these learning and growth programs increase all of that, and a big thing that I want to stress is the job satisfaction. What our employees are going to be getting out of this. And I feel like a lot of companies tend to focus so much about the money and solely on what they can do, and forget about the employees, that they also need to be able to be invested in as well. And I feel like that's what we can do. There's 41% lower absenteeism rates when these programs are implemented, and 17% higher productivity according to the Auto University. And I want to finish off with a quick summary and recap about what we were talking about today and what I want to emphasize. This is on slide number 9, and this recommendation is to save Premium Credit Assured time, money, and resources, something that we've been losing in the last 2 years because of our lack of retention and paying attention investment to our employees. By investing these $10,000 for professional learning and growth programs, we're going to be increasing employee opportunity, increasing those retention rates, and also saving on cost and being able to put the money into good use, productivity, profit, and also job enrichment. I wanted to finish off this presentation with a quote by Henry Ford, who's one of the biggest business owners there is. He owns Ford Motor Company, and he says, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success." So I believe we have to come together as a company, reevaluate, keep together by retaining our employees with these programs, and work together so we can ensure the success of the company and also ensure the success of our employees. Thank you so much.